And welcome, Flow Fridays. I missed you all. Last week I was in the UAE in Dubai and at a conference, which was incredible, looking at businesses and how they're progressing forward. So I missed you all. Let's jump into today's session where have you ever found yourself wishing that you could create presentations like Steve Jobs, at that level where you could present that would just engage the audience and have them desiring to hang off every word that you're saying and then buy the products and services that you're offering? Well, if you like that idea, then today, in today's session, we're still finishing off the documentation, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to help you to present like Steve Jobs and utilize some updates in our prompt templates. So, but before we get started on that, I want to share with you that while I was also in Dubai, I've spent some time with Vijal Institute, who are on a mission to help more than 1 million people learn about AI and adopt it at work. And so with the team there and Adi and the team, I've joined on as one of their professional certified trainers in AI, and we'll be rolling out AI. We're on a personal mission for here in Cebu in the Philippines to help train over 10,000 people here in Cebu in the Philippines in live sessions. We'll also be able to help train people online as well. And these sessions will come with a university certification in introduction to AI, and then AI for teams and AI for CEOs, and there'll be a range of these available coming soon. So keep your eye out for that. If you're joining us for Digital Transformation Week next week, we've now also included this training into day one. So it means that everyone who joins Digital Transformation Week next week will also be able to get their university certification from the program as well. So big news. We've joined this mission to see over 1 million people applying AI at work and achieving these certifications. So we'd love to see that in your organization soon as well. So keep your eye out for that one. Now, some updates. Wow, our customer service agents through Raya Pro, which will be launching officially next week for those that are at Digital Transformation Week. Huge updates have come for that particular product. So for next week's session for Flow Fridays, we've got to check whether we're going to blend that in or whether that will be happening. We're going to give you an update. But for those that are joining Digital Transformation Week, we've got so many great things coming your way, including for those that are joining, because it's a paid event, you'll be getting some new products and subscriptions included in that week. We just chock it full of extreme value. I'll tell you more about that in case you want to be a last-minute addition at the end of this session. Get ready. There's also one of the big things that the team are working really hard on right now is to bring prompt templates into workflows. So you're going to be able to add your agent prompt template to an agent in your workflow. Now that's going to change the game when it comes to the quality of your outputs, especially the reusability of workflows. One of the key things still is, are you putting the valuable prompt information in at the beginning? And being able to bring the prompt template into the workflow will change that. So I thought today, though, I want to show you one of the updates in the prompt templates UI that will make it even more useful to utilize it. So let's jump into the session today, which is all about Steve Jobs' presentation builder. Nice, if you can please share the link to today's worksheet, and let's get hands-on. Now, I should just check, is anyone here from the first time? If it's your first time here, just put a 1 in the chat. I do see a lot of our regulars here. They're over on the big screen for me today, so I can't quite see names, so I'm pretty sure I can see Chris there and Ezio. I can't see all the names. So great to have you all team. Great to see David's here, Sheila's here, Owen's here. Fiona's note taker's here. There's my sister's note taker's normally here. There we go. Oh, there's David. Good to see you, David. Richard's here. Fantastic. All right, let's jump in. Ep's here. Lovely. Clarice, great. Vince, let's jump into it. So open up Raya and our documents. Now, I don't see everyone in the document yet. So is that document link, has it been shared? Nice. There we go. No, yes. You haven't got the link. That makes it hard if you don't have the link. Genesis, if you're there, you can share the link too. That'd be great. Sorry, team. And maybe just as we get this link, Jace, can you cancel the screen share for a sec? Thank you. Team, I'm in the studio in Cebu today, so I'm not actually on Zoom. That's all been handled by Jace here. That's why I can't just quickly pop it in the chat. Okay, and you got it? All right, let's share it. The well-oiled machine this morning. I think this is my time zone shift, 6 hours difference. Okay, let's jump. Let's got that link coming. There it is. All right, team, let's make sure we're all jumping onto that link. Yeah, there you are, all are. Fantastic. You know, whenever we see a really remarkable presenter, I find that they have a framework that they're utilizing that really engages us. And if you can break down that framework into its sections, then you can build out, utilizing AI really quickly, presentations that are incredibly powerful. So although we're doing Steve Jobs today, we could also do this for other amazing speakers as well, and presenters. So let's check this one out. The challenge is this. Ever had writer's block when trying to create a new presentation? What if you could eliminate that and sound like Steve Jobs? Let's build you this superpower with the below prompt template. So with instructions open, and then I recommend if you've got two screens, on the other screen have Raya. Today I've just on the laptop, so I have the one. Let's start by navigating to the prompt section at the top of the screen. I'll zoom in a little bit. Select prompts. And then on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see Build New Prompt. So we'll click on Build New Prompt. And for those that may not have been here before, let's get acquainted with the interface and what we see. So what we see here on the screen, I'm just going to move my toolbar over. So we've got on the left-hand side, Create Prompt. We've got the place to enter the name for this particular prompt. Now, a prompt template, when you're making great prompts, they're going to get quite large. And one of the challenges is you've got to store those prompts somewhere to then reutilize them. And a good prompt is going to have some variables in it, some fields that you want to change in the future. And so the prompt template is a no-code way to build a template for the usage of these prompts so you can use them again and again, share them in your organization, and where they'll become really powerful soon is when they come into the workflows. So rather than having sort of notes and uncategorized libraries of templates, here you'll be able to build these out and reuse them again and again. So we're going to enter the name in a moment. Then we've got a description so you can understand what this prompt template's about. And then we're going to create some fields for the form itself. And everything that we do on the left here, we'll see preview on the right. Now for form fields, we've got input, which is a straight input field that looks like this. You can see when I click on input, we'll notice, for those that have seen this before, the user interface has changed. It's been upgraded to make it simpler to see, and it shows the field of the input has a label, and a label only accepts letters, numbers, spaces, and underscores only. Special characters are not allowed. And then the placeholder, which is enticing us or telling us what we need to enter, accepts any characters except for double quotes, because double quotes are used in the background. Now, what we'll notice is that when you select that, it appears on the right-hand side. So whatever you do on the left will appear on the right, and we get to build out this form in no code. Now, I'm going to delete that out there for the moment. And then underneath will be the full prompt. And today, as we write that prompt, we'll then insert these different fields so that this prompt gets reused every time, but with the latest information for that particular run of it. We can then add a category to it. We can make a decision if the template also needs to browse the web access additional information or not. And then we can set it private for the organization, and public is a feature that's coming soon. Okay, let's go back to our instructions, and we'll start by giving the prompt template a name. So if you can copy the purple writing here, Steve Jobs presentation builder, copy that one and paste it over into the name section. Now, once you've done that, you'll notice that on the right-hand side, we will see Steve Jobs presentation builder. So that nice bold title is there for us. We can then give this an avatar or an icon. So you can give that an icon to suit. And then the next section is description. Describe what this prompt template is about. So let's go back to our instructions, and here it is content for the basis of building a presentation about a product based on Steve Jobs' approach. Let's copy that one and we'll paste it into the description area. And once you've got that one done, we now are going to build out the fields. So the options here are input, text area, number, and drop down. Today, we'll just be using input and text area as our two fields for this particular form. The first one to select is input. So select input, and you'll notice that it will create this new line for you here with that field of input and label and placeholder. Let's go back to our instructions. And as we scroll down, oh, Richard's given us thanks, Richard. Let's definitely put that in instead. Nicely done. Let's put Stephen. Please put it into yours. I'm not on Zoom, so I won't get that chat. So I'd love to see that in yours for sure. That's great, Steve. Okay, thanks, Richard. Now, let's see. For the first one, we're going to add in product name. So copy product name and paste it into this label area, product name. And you'll notice that on the right-hand side, that is now updated with product name. Just pop a 1 in the chat when you've got input field with product name completed. It's there, Chris is there. Richard's there, fantastic. And so this is all about reusability. And I think too, very interestingly, the more that we apply AI, we talk to people in organizations that are getting started on their journey of applying AI, we see that kind of gets started with excitement and then it stops because people struggle with looking at where should we apply AI next. Now, the idea of the templates is to really help us with reusability. Anytime there is something that we can do again and again, those prompt templates can be helping us. Now, all the way through to like every email that's been sent, potentially there is you sort of copy and paste items in to make sure you're getting output in the style that you desire. All right, let's keep it moving. Back to the instructions. The next, under the placeholder area, just select the enter name of product, copy it. Hey, good on you, Ep. You're doing great. Nice to have you right alongside. Well done. In the placeholder area, let's paste in where it says, what's this field? We're going to change that to enter name of product. So we've got product name and enter name of product. Now, with that in place, we now want to add the next line. Now, the next line here, as we scroll down, is going to be target audience. And this is also an input. So select input. And once you've got this new line of input, you'll see it says label and then what's this field. In our instructions, the label is going to be target audience. So copy target audience and paste it into the label section. So with target audience pasted, you'll now see on the right-hand side that the preview displays target audience. The next thing to do is update the placeholder. So we go back to our instructions and just select the who does the product or service serve? Copy that section there. We don't need a placeholder. We can make that one black. Okay. Who does the product or service serve? Copy that and paste that over what's this field. And you'll notice that it then appears on the right-hand side in the grayed out text. Who does the product or service serve? So that's our placeholder there that's enticing us to enter the information. And it's really nice when that's presented as a question so that the user is thinking about how to answer the question. A nice way to prompt the user. Okay, back to our instructions, and we can scroll down. Now, the next item to put in is bold statement. Now, I've put one bold statement. I'll explain why I put a number in front of each of these in a moment. So let's first of all copy the one bold statement. Prompts. And this time we're going to add this as a text area. So select text area in the form fields. And then paste in one bold statement. Ep's saying, I don't see anything going on into my right-hand side. Checking, Ep, are you using Google Chrome as your browser or any other browser? And then the next one is preview not showing past. I'm using Brave, a Brave browser. Okay, so for everyone's benefit, we'll be building and optimizing based on Chrome. In this early stage, we won't go and test on Edge or any other browser, Firefox, Safari. We'll just be working with Google Chrome. Why do we do that? And why do a lot of software companies do that, certainly if they're in the early stage like us, is that there's a lot of overhead with testing across all the different browsers. Google Chrome is the developers' browser of choice. It's the number one browser used globally. It's also, Chrome is built off the Chromium project from Google. Even Microsoft Edge browser is built off Chromium. So as a baseline standard globally, Chrome, the new standard. Remember, one day it was once upon a time it was Internet Explorer. So let's if we can use Chrome as our browser, we know we'll be able to move fast. Okay. Now, so we've got the build anticipation for the future as the description. So we've got one bold statement, build anticipation. How will the future be better with your product? Then let's add another text area as the next step. And we'll go to, number 2, anticipation. I was not concentrating on my own instructions. Let me come back to this. Okay, bold statement should have been, what is the bold statement or claim that the product is about to make? So copy that, put it into the bold statement placeholder. So one, bold statement. What is the bold statement or claim that the product is about to make? Then from there, let's move into the next text area, which will be 2, anticipation. Let's build the anticipation. So 2, anticipation will go into the label. You're doing so well, Ep. Oh, I wish you would download Chrome, get onto Chrome. I'm sure you'll be able to catch up as well. You're doing so great. And we're just going to keep repeating this process. Now, build anticipation. Let's copy this one. And how will the future be better with your product? And then from here, we're going to add another text area for number 3. Number 3 will be bad status quo. Let's copy number 3, bad status quo for the label. And then we're going to add the placeholder, which I will highlight in purple now. Whoops, wrong purple. What is the problem with the current approach or competitor? Place that into the placeholder. Now, you might see on my screen that I've added this third item, but you don't see it on the right-hand side. Why is that? Well, I need to scroll at this point in time. It depends on how zoomed in or zoomed out or how long this list gets. So you might need to scroll there as well. Okay, now we'll go and add another text area. We're going to go into number 4. And number 4 is the superior new state. Number 4, superior new state. Paste that one in. And just going to update those instructions there. We'll make those purple. Okay, and then how will things be better now with your product or service? Highlight the superior differences, show off new capabilities. Okay. And then the final one is the conclusion, which will also add a text area. Make that purple as well. So copy 5, conclusion. And then in the description, let's copy in what is your call to action. Okay, once you've got through to number 5, pop a 5 in the chat. And we'll want it to look like what we see in the instructions there, same as on my screen. Now, the final part is then to build out the big prompt. And so what we've got is our fields. So these are our variables, so we can change them in the future. But we have the master prompt to build. Now, really interesting insight this last week. When we are when we're generating text from a large language model, there is often this concern around things like plagiarism. And will the text that we write and then present online be, if there's any of these tools that do the analysis to check whether the content was written by an LLM, the quickest way to reduce any concerns about that is that your prompts are at the 400 word level. And so the cool thing is that when you're, especially when we get these into workflows, is that when an agent is writing any content based on the prompts, because the agents are prompted so well, your content is always going to come out unique. And do not worry about a lot of these plagiarism style analytics tools that are popping up, because they're trying to trick people into paying money to use an additional service. So be mindful of what's out there when you're looking at those, and know with confidence that if you're getting large prompts in place, like the 400 word style prompts, you're going to be really safe. The reality is that most people will never prompt like we do as Flow engineers, because they're not setting up things like agents and templates and going to this next level. Most people are very basic in their prompting, but you guys naturally are going to be super advanced than 99.9% of users, that's for sure. Okay, so let's now have a look at this prompt that we'll utilize. Now, I'd like to build this one out kind of slow today. You can, if you like, copy all of the purple writing, but I'd rather go a little slower, and so that you can use the interface and understand how it works. So let's start by only selecting please write a compelling speech based on the below information about a product called, and stop there at the end of product called. And you'll notice that it then says product name in curly brackets, curly braces. That is where we're going to push the button to put that text in. So let's copy that. Please write a compelling speech based on the below information about a product called, and we'll paste that into this prompt template section. Now, what you'll notice above it is that the buttons have appeared. So we've got product name, target audience, 1 bold statement, 2 anticipation, 3 bad status quo, 4 superior new state, and 5 conclusion. They have been created because you set up the fields above. So we're going to insert product name into our prompt. You'll notice that the curly braces with product name has now been inserted. So this is the variable that is now inserted into your master prompt, so that when we reuse this again and again, the AI will know to replace in the prompt that gets run, whatever you've written under product name will be inserted in this section that says product name. So, and we're going to go through and add in target audience, bold statement, anticipation, bad status quo, superior new state, and conclusion in this prompt. We'll add all these in. And it might now when these field selectors are created here, they're actually, the good news is they're put in the order of above. I also like, in some cases, putting some numbers in. I think that's helpful as well. Oh, you caught up. Well done, Ep, and you're still on Brave. Fantastic. Great. So like I like to number things. You don't have to, but I think sometimes that's quite helpful. Okay, let's now go to the next portion, which we've got comma that serves. So just copy the comma that serves, and we'll use the button to add the target audience. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So paste in that serves, and then select target audience so that you can see it insert target audience in the curly braces. We can give that a full stop. I'm going to press enter twice to give myself a little bit of extra space there. And on this new line, we'll copy the commence with a bold statement of, and the colon, just copy that portion of it, and we'll use the button to insert the 1 bold statement. So paste in commence with a bold statement of, and then I'll give that a space and select 1 bold statement. Now, we're not going to see anything appear on the right with the preview because we've already built that form. This is now the prompt that sits behind the form for the LLM to utilize. Okay, now we can press enter twice, give ourselves a new line to work from, and we'll copy then build anticipation using, copy that, paste it in, then build anticipation using, and then we'll select 2, anticipation. And so for me, the numbering, it helps me with a bit of speed as well, because if I'm looking back up at my different prompts here, that works quite well. Okay, fields, I should say. All right, press enter twice, and we'll select the next line to add. Then point out the issues with the current status quo. Text all the way up to copy. Number 2, anticipation. Feel free to copy that one if you want to do the same. Now 3, bad status quo. What is the problem with the current approach? Current approach is that sometimes work feels too much like work. Writer's block, distractions, too many deadlines. Deadlines piling up. Oh, by the way, this is cathartic for me. I'm sharing you with my real world right now. Too many deadlines piling up. Need more help. Okay. There we go. Bad. 3 is bad status quo. And need 2 more help. I just need more help. The other thing I love about an LLM is it's non-judgment. The AI doesn't judge you. If you make any mistakes, it just sort of runs with it, right? And it just goes with the flow and it helps you out. Superior new state. Wow. So how will things be better now with your product or service? Highlight superior differences. Show off new capabilities. With AI and prompt templates, repeatable work becomes a breeze, as you don't need to think and get outcomes that are like you have highly paid consultants delivering top quality, and the work costs cents, not thousands of dollars. Copy that. Right, and that was number 4, superior new state. And then that'll take us on to 5, conclusion. And conclusion. All this is possible when you become a flow engineer, Raya Pro, and joining Flow Fridays on Zoom or YouTube. Follow us, AI-powered people. Copy that in. Whoops, I've gone the other way around. Make this one black. Okay. Hopefully you can either do mine or you can do yours. And from here, we can then run this prompt. All right, so I've got my slides. Get 8 hours of work done in 80 seconds. Imagine transforming how you approach your work. What if you could complete in mere seconds what it typically takes hours? Imagine being able to outpace the competition with 10x speed and quality. Picture yourself not just keeping up, but leading the way in innovation and productivity. Visualize your work becoming a more powerful advantage where every second counts and results soar above expectations. Sometimes work feels too much like work. Writer's block, distractions, and deadlines pile up, and we all need more help. Let's face it, the daily grind can be exhausting. Writer's block stifles creativity, constant distractions derail focus, and an avalanche of deadlines creates an overwhelming pressure. When was the last time you felt truly in control of your workload? With AI and prompt templates, repeatable work becomes a breeze. You don't need to think, you achieve outcomes as if highly paid consultants are delivering top quality. Imagine a world where mundane tasks are automated, where you don't have to wrestle with the creative blocks or time-consuming projects. With Raya Pro AI agents, your work transforms. Achieve exceptional results at a fraction of the cost, at literally cents versus thousands of dollars. This new approach empowers you to work smarter, not harder. All this is possible when you become a Flow engineer using Raya Pro and joining Flow Fridai's meetings on Zoom or YouTube. Are you ready to reclaim your time and elevate your work? Don't miss out on this opportunity and follow us at AI Powered People and discover how easy it is to enhance your productivity and outshine the competition. Join us today and redefine what is possible for your business. Cool. All right. So we've got a few on here. So we've got Deb saying, my output is not like yours. Think Steve Jobs had a brain fart. That's hilarious. David saying, this is brilliant. Thank you. All right. So now I think what will happen, a couple of things are going to happen next. So that is the, so it's obviously not picking up anything about Raya Pro. Oh, we're not doing a search on the internet, so it won't pick up any more. You could try changing that as well and actually putting the URLs in if you wanted to go out and search more. But remember too that as Flow engineers and when we're doing the prompting is to then say, this is version 1 and now go and enhance it more. Or which is you can enhance the back end of your prompt template in your prompt. That's one. But the second thing is to then say, all right, I didn't quite get enough of what I wanted in here. So go and make some changes over here on the left and then run it again. And you can iterate backwards and forwards, but keep your structure. Okay, what's coming next? Think of, I want to take you forward a couple of weeks from now, or next week if you're joining Digital Transformation Week. Then next week, what I anticipate that you'll see, we've got to finish it off, that these templates will be in the workflows, and then you'll have the agents against the workflows. So it's going to really level up even further the quality of the outputs. And Ep's saying, I think, there we go. Okay, got it. Just excited because my very first interact. Hey, good on you. Congratulations. 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10 for persistence. Ep, so you've followed all the way through. That's awesome. Hey, yeah, I want to now do something interesting. I'm going to copy all of this. This is, and I'm going to show you another platform that I'm using at the moment. It's called Gamma. Now, there's no API available yet, but when they do, our intention is that we will link into Gamma so an agent can then take that script and build out a presentation. Gamma, I'm going to use it here and create a new presentation by pasting in the text from our agent. So I'm going to paste it in here and then select continue. I think we've got enough time here. It's now going to basically generate a presentation for us. Now it's already split it out. You can further edit it. But I'm just going to go really simple and quick, select continue. And then I can pick a theme or pick one that's aligned to our color schemes here at Multiply.tech and then select generate. The AI from Gamma is now going to create a PowerPoint presentation for us. So check this out. This is really cool stuff. What I love about it, it's going to get icons in there. It's going to get images in there. It's even going to now build out some AI generated content. And look at this. Raya Pro AI agents revolutionize your work, transform, like it's got the information there, outpace competition, speed, quality, innovation, break free from work struggles, writer's block, constant distractions, overwhelming deadlines, AI-powered workflow revolution, automated tasks, creative boost, cost efficiencies. So if you want a way to be able to build out presentations, there's two ways you can do it. One is that you could get the content that has been created here and get it converted into Visual Basic so that you can then work with PowerPoint, or you can use these next generation tools like Gamma that can help actually write presentations for you. You can then export those into a PowerPoint presentation, so you can then go and edit it as you need to, or to PDFs or PNGs. I'll give you an example. Here's one that we did for Digital Transformation Week, which is happening next week from the Friday the 18th of, Monday the 18th of November through to the 23rd. And then for those that are here in Cebu on the Saturday, we'll also go to our big end of year party. What's happening? Day one, the foundation will be covering AI for business and where these possibilities are, covering competitive edges and then the empowerment for teams. Day one, there's actually a certification from a university that everyone will receive for attending day one. We'll also be giving access to all of our tools at Multiply Tech that we'll then be utilizing for. Oh, swap. I've got you the wrong screen again. I love doing that in the when I'm here in the studio. Thank you, Jace. Day two is all about marketing. So we'll be going to AI-powered content generation, setting up a lead magnet, and then having this system. So we're going to push like your minds of what's possible using AI on day two, especially for marketing. I'm even going to take you into some additional tools as well. So just like I've shown you Gamma today for PowerPoint presentations, there's a couple of others that when you bring this into your overall workflow, you're going to see, look, I'm going to blow your mind on Tuesday next week for those that are at Digital Transformation Week. You can still join online. Let me tell you more. Customer support, okay, and the advancements that we have seen with this are extraordinary. And I'm going to give a special deal for everyone that's online. Nice. I haven't told you I would do this, but stay to the very end. We've only got a few minutes left, and I'm going to do a solid for all of our Flow Friday. This is only for the people that are on live online. It won't be for those that are on the replay, only for those that are live online right now. The AI, so we're going to do customer service. So we're going to give you the setup, set up your AI customer service agents and be able to deploy those onto your websites. We're also going to get you the AI-powered SOPs, because behind all the customer service agents, they need standard operating procedures. So we're going through actually using AI to write those. This week, when we say Digital Transformation Week, in 1 week, how much you'll achieve in these 3 hours per day sessions, you'll look back on that week and say you've achieved 12 months of work really within the 1 week. So the other thing too, to plan out that week, there's 3 hours that we'll have together, and then give yourself another hour or two later in the day to just finish off and polish off things, so you really close these out, because we are going to deliver a lot. We'll be setting up those agents for customer support, and naturally those that are actually in Cebu will get the rest of the day in our office with all of our team to help support them further and plan out different ideas as well. Day 4 is about sales and support. So we'll be learning about AI-powered phone calls, setting up an inbound. Now you'll get that inbound set up, and we're going to give you credits in the phone system so you can play around with it and take it for a real good test drive. Outbound is not quite there yet. Depends on what the use case is, but I'm going to talk you through that so you can understand it. I do have a new friend that I met in Dubai, another YPO member who's been doing some pretty exciting stuff in this space. I'm going to see if I can get a special deal on their system as well for outbound, because it could be, I'm going to test it first, but if it's as good as what he says, it could be the one to utilize. And then naturally advanced support. And then day 5, right? By this stage, I think everyone's minds have changed with really what's possible. Even for those on the call, Flow Friday, you guys have really advanced, but after these 4 days, it'll be next level. I think your confidence will go up even higher around utilizing AI. And it's on day 5 that we're going to get deeper into your planning for 2025 and really break this down so that you can look at where all the areas to apply it. I think you deserve to actually have the time to get into this, both strategy and execution mindset. Because like anything, it takes energy and effort to change, and being around a group of people that are all in the same zone makes a huge difference. And over those 5 days, you're going to turn out, it's going to feel like you've achieved a year's worth of work. Okay, now here's the special deal. We're doing this for our the local technology group here in Cebu. Special deal just for those that are online today. That are in this session. You can attend Monday online for free as a special thanks to all of the members that are on Flow Fridays. Okay, you can attend the Monday now for free, and you'll get a certificate for your attendance. Stay on for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we'll give you a special online price of $250. Now, I think Richard has already booked 2 of us, and I had a third guy joining me in our meeting room. That's fine. Go to Melbourne for the week project. Now, by the way, I will honor this pricing for those that are on the call today. If you've already booked and this pricing is better, then I will honor this pricing for you. Although you haven't asked for that yet, I'll make sure. Can I share my login? So hang on, let's see. So it'll be a Zoom session. So I'm just reading Richard's there. I had a third guy joining me in our meeting room. That's cool, but he now has to go to Melbourne for the week on a project. Asked for him to still attend for my Melbourne. Can I share my login? You'll both appear as the same name, okay? But I'm happy as a regular attendee. I'm happy for you to do that, Richard. You're welcome. Chris, you've already paid the $497 2 weeks ago. We will 100% do you the solid on this one and refund you the difference. Okay, so you'll get some cash back on that one. So yeah, you can do all of this for the $250. Please note that we always talk in US dollars, just so you understand that. And this is a special deal that we're doing for the community here in the Philippines. But because you guys are just such regulars, I want you there. You're such a awesome community. I want you to be part of it. You're going to get access to some of these extra tools as well. So thank you all for just being so amazing. And this week I guarantee it'll be a game changer. So we'd love to see you all there. All you need to do is just either fill out the form on the URL or email Nice. She'll be able to help you out as well. And hey, that's sensational. So Chris is Ezio saying great, thanks Matt. Chris saying awesome. That's so generous. David agree. It is a great community, right? You guys are awesome. Eb saying I'm so grateful for this. Thank you. Going to get straight onto this once you finish talking. You rock. Oh, thank you. So yeah, any questions you can go direct. Make sure you grab Nice. So Eunice's email address, or Nice for short, if you could grab that one so you can contact her direct. And Nice, if you can just drop the URL as well. But I think the best thing is just email Nice Eunice direct to make sure you can take advantage of this pricing. And Nice, can you also just make a note for that we need to refund some money to, was it Chris a moment ago? Just make sure that we get that one done. Chris said perhaps the 2025 one could be coincided with the Business Blue iGroup conference. Oh, right. Yeah, well, I mean, that'd be great. I actually think that we're going to end up doing this digital transformation week on a quarterly basis because one, so many things are going to keep changing. Two, it's going to, as your knowledge increases, you've got more to deliver. Three, there's just always going to be more of it. And but yeah, that's a nice idea if we can coincide it so that you could align it. I'll have a look at those dates for next year and we'll do it as a follow-on week. That's a great idea. All right. Thanks, everyone. Wow. A whole hour just went like that, didn't it? Once again, thank you to you all. I look forward to seeing many of you next week online. We'll be live streaming from our office next week. So this is the studio. You'll get to see the office and what we're up to there. I think we're going to be, we've got 3 offices here in IT Park. I think we're on level 18 next week. And super. Hope you had heaps of fun. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Chris. Richard said, great session. Thanks, Matt and team. Chris has got, what an awesome session once again. Thanks, Matt and team. Hey, thank you all very much. All right. Have a remarkable day. Gosh, I got all my time zones mixed up. It's Friday, of course. Have an amazing weekend. I'll be working all weekend prepping for next week so you can have an amazing week. So thank you, everybody. And thank you to all of our team that makes this happen, our software developers, our product managers, our designers, our QAs, our studio people. Thank you so much to everyone. Bye, everyone. Have an amazing week. I'll catch you online on Monday.